Dota2 fans, it's Chicago Ted coming right back on to you for something that I didn't know I was going to be casting tonight, but I'm excited to get going on this. Again, if you want your games casted and you want it to be professional and want me to be prepared for it, go ahead and try to add me on Steam, add me on Reddit, send me a message, and I'll confirm or deny whether or not I can do it. But as for right now, I'm excited to get going on this game. Two completely new teams for me. And despite what you see in the taglines when it comes up, I'll give you the team names as it goes on. But so I'm coming to you with a best of two between the Judicators and Autobots. So this is another Reddit Dota 2 League best of two. And well, without further ado, let's just get going right on into this game. And we see Sniper being banned out by the Judicators. And Judicators are playing the top in the dire position, and Autobots are playing Radiant. So, Judicators banning out Sniper, probably a respect ban, if anything, because I don't think that's too common of a ban these days. But they're picking out the Lifestealer as well, so we'll see. But again, Sniper, not too powerful of a hero, I guess you would say, but can scale very well if you don't keep him in check. And if he stays in the back of the fight and continues to drop hits on you, you're going to take a lot of damage. So, not focused down, he could be very strong. Lone Druid, going to be the first pick out by the Judicators. So, they're going for tank. They're going for tank. And banning out the Lifestealer is a good hero if you're going for heavy HP heroes. Lone Druid, though, a good counter to Lifestealer, so I'm not sure why they took him out. It'd actually be something that they probably want to play against, but we'll just have to wait and see how or what they do with this. So I invited a co-caster into this game, and unfortunately the game started before I could get him in. So if CVAC, if you're watching this, I'm sorry, man. I'm so sorry, but we'll go for a game 2. I'll bring in a co-caster for you guys, and hopefully it will be amazing. I'm gonna try it out because my voice is getting tired, and casting best of 2s, best of 3s, especially multiple ones in a row, is kind of difficult. So if you're just joining me, I have casted a game 2 of wow, I can't remember the name of the teams anymore. It was between... Oh man, I feel bad for forgetting already. But I casted a game 2 earlier on today, and it was a really good game in terms of action. But so if you want to check that out, go ahead, go on over and check my recent highlights, and it'll be up on my YouTube page and certainly up on the subreddit very soon. So I like to be efficient about getting all that stuff up and out quite fast. Anyway, Rubik and Darkseer, two popular first bans coming out, and they're going to be on the pick side of things. So we see the offlaner and the tri-laner. The offlaner and the tri-laner. The very standard picking order that we see, but of course in the last game I casted, they ended up getting the safe lane tri-lane first. But I won't go into that as it was a past game. It's not happening right now, and we'll just have to wait and see what does happen. So, right on. Alchemist being banned out, so obviously temporary trainings taking out one of the late game carries for Autobots. They see they picked up the Rubik, they're going for a tri-lane. They want to try to remove out the heroes that they don't want to fight against, and of course it could all be respect bans coming out. But I haven't seen either of these two teams play. I think they're in the GMT League. I'm not sure though. I'll have my statsman verify which league these guys are in, but for right now, I haven't casted these guys. I haven't seen them in scrims, so I'm excited to see how they match up against each other. And I could bring up the standings right now too, as they are also on the subreddit. But so yeah, I'll get you guys that the information on which league they're in very soon. But Autobots picking up their favorite mechanized little mini-man in the form of a gyrocopter. So that's going to be their carry. Or at least what we think their carry is going to be. Of course, they could run the gyrocopter mid, in which case they could do many different things, actually, with this lineup. But Kunkka, my man, coming out for the Judicators. So probably going to see a mid Kunkka, and that's something I love seeing, especially with Cupad playing it on Sing so very well. I love the Kunkka in the mid lane. That combo with the Torrent into the Ghost Shift is just so strong and can take out heroes that have a lot of health and bring them down to almost nothing very fast. And he can out-harass nearly any hero as well. One of the few heroes that can do very well against an Outer World Devourer.
5 seconds remaining.
And we'll just have to wait and see how Autobots react to this. They did bin out the Leshrac and the Lina, so taking out 2 very good follow-up stuns to the Shadow Demon, but not all of them. They could still opt for maybe a Mirana to follow up the stun, or something of the like with a good, reliable, long stun in which Shadow Demon can go into. But for right now, with the removal of the Lina and the Leshrac, a lot of their options have gone down the pooper, and we'll just have to wait and see what they go with. Again, both of these teams kind of maturing a little bit in their drafting, but still not finalized as to what they're doing. We see with the Gyro pickup, though, that it could very well be a Rubik Gyro Jakiro. Sorry, it was a Jakiro pickup, but a Rubik Gyro Jakiro tri-lane, which, if you pick up with the Rubik and drop into the Ice Path, at the same time a Rocket Barrage is coming down in your face, it's going to be a very, very bad 2-minute first blood, maybe even 1-minute first blood. And a Gyrocopter with a lot of farm could be very problematic. Temporary in training, sorry, the Judicators. Picking 2 disruption heroes. I'm not sure what their reasoning is with this. Usually when you go for a tri-lane, you pick a disruption and a follow-up stun. If you pick up 2 disruptions, you're essentially denying yourself a lot of damage on them. So I don't know. We'll just have to we'll have to wait and see how they lane this. They could be going for maybe a Bane mid, or they could just be going for a 2-1-2 and be picking up 2 supports. Of course, we don't have to see the tri-lane in these games, but it's usually quite common, as it's one of the more stable laning maneuvers if you have a well-coordinated team. With the Outer World Devourer drop down from the Autobots. I don't know what to make of it. I don't know. Outer World Devourer and Puck both banned out, and Autobots pick up the Dragon Knight. So they could be running a Dragon Knight mid, but if they run a Slark mid on the Judicators, that Dragon Knight could be having a lot of trouble. So, with the drafting phase done and over with, I don't know what Temporary in Training is going to do. Maybe a Bane, Kunkka, Shadow Demon, Lone Druid lane with a Slark running in the middle. And that's a 2-1-2, and then a Jakiro Rubik Gyrocopter safe lane, Dragon Knight mid, Darkseer off lane for the Autobots? Maybe? We'll just have to wait and see as we go on into this game. Let's announce the Judicators. On the Dire team, we have Q, which I've been told to pronounce the name as, playing the Kunkka.
Prepare for battle.
Grim on the Shadow Demon. Scrappa on the Lone Druid. Why you deal with you later on the Slark. And Thug on the Bane. Meanwhile, we got Dirty Bird playing the Dragon Knight. Mr. ABC, our favorite stand-in on the Jakiro. Gyrocopter being played by E4H6. Puller, vacuuming people in with the Darkseer. And Creative, picking it up and putting it down with the Rubik. A very nice little mask he's got there. I love it. So it looks like I was wrong. We got the Gyrocopter playing the mid lane. Darkseer in the off lane. We got a tri-lane with the Dragon Knight and the 2 supports. Meanwhile, Kunkka running into the mid lane. It looks like Slark is taking the safe lane. No. Sorry, I'm munching on some nice little sour snacks here. Slark is waiting on the rune, so it could just be a roaming Slark. A double mid lane. They don't really have any distinct lanes right now, and it's kind of bugging me. But they find a regen rune, the most useless of all level 1 runes, and they're going to start morphing into their lanes. So we see Shadow Demon and Slark both roaming around a little bit. Bane moving. Looks like they're going to try to get first blood and then this gyrocopter in the mid lane as they're all rotating in. Grim going to drop down an early disruption on him, but he's going to back up a little bit. He's going to go off to the side. Not exactly where he wants to go. Just hide under tower, dude. Grim taking a lot of damage, though. And he's going to be back off. Gyrocopter had gone very much into that. He probably could have gotten a kill out on the Shadow Demon. But it looks like Mr. E4H6 is going to sit back, relax, and enjoy the tri-lane middle. I'm quite surprised, but... Alright, so these teams are both in the Crystal Maiden bracket in the PST League, so I was wrong. It's in the Pacific Standard Time, not the Greater Mountain Time, but we'll just ignore that as we go for the aggression in on this Bane in the bottom lane, and he is certainly dead. The Ice Path, though, missing out. He's going to defensively Nightmare himself, which is going to block any attack, but we'll deal with you later. Coming in to try to go to his defense, the Dragon Tail, helping him out a little bit, or no, hurting him a little bit. That's going to be First Blood, going the way of Creative on the Rubik, and I'll deal with you later. Backing off.
The grass lies trampled where the body fell.
So it looks like we're going to see a dual lane mid with a Kunkka and the Shadow Demon. A dual lane bottom, Slark and Bane, who gave up First Blood, and Scrappa versus Polar. And top. And Gyro taking Kunkka down very low. In fact, if he had more Flatkin, he could have done a lot more, but they're going to back off here. They do have the Torrent, and they do have the Disruption, so if they do pick up the Disruption on him, he could be in a lot of trouble, but again, one Flatkin and both these heroes are pretty much dead.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Looks like Darkseer trying to ward the camp, so Lone Druid can't pull it back. Not sure why he'd want to pull it, but I mean, he might be getting more farm from this camp than Lone Druid is, but it looks like he's going to get some harass from Lone Druid, who isn't going to be able to do too much to him as he doesn't have the root on the bear yet. Only a level 1 bear. And a little bit of aggression coming in the bottom lane as Rubik doing a little bit of damage, but taking a lot himself, and he might actually go down here to the Slark as he pounces, gets the pounce with the Ice Path. Lands true. Not enough damage. The Dual Breath, though, going to take him down with that damage over time, and Jakiwa's going to pick up the kill. Meanwhile, Thug taking a lot of damage, but there isn't a Dragon Tail to follow up. And he's going to get away. Meanwhile, aggression coming in on E4H6 to disrupt this Torrent. Picking him up, but he's able to pick up the Shadow Demon. Fuck you. Getting the kill on the Gyro, though. Turning it right back around for a 1-for-1 mid. And that's 3-2 at 3 minutes on into this game. And all in all, I think Gyro's going to be doing a little bit better in this mid lane as he's getting great harass out on Fuck You. But the Surge, the Torrent, going to hit True, going to strike True out on this Gyrocopter, do a little bit of harass damage. Not all that much. The Tidebringer, though, going to take him down a little bit more. I'll deal with you later. Wants to do a little bit more for this, but again, it is a dual lane against a tri-lane. They have picked up kills on it, though, and it's exactly what they want. A dual lane who's staying relatively even with a tri-lane is a dual lane that's winning the lane.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Right now, the Judicators need to pick up the pace a little bit. Sorry, the Autobots need to pick up the pace a little bit. I'll deal with you later. Getting some good last hitting. In fact, we'll bring up the charts and we see just a bit of aggression coming on to E4H6 as he takes the Torrent. And he does go down to the Kunkka, dropping relatively low, but I'll deal with you later. Taking a dual breath, and the Slark is going to fall here. So tri-lane, doing exactly what I say, picking up the pace and picking up a kill. Polar dropping down some Ion Shell damage. Got the dual Ion Shell. Going to be able to do a lot of damage to this bear, and the pause coming out from the Slark. And the 1 seconds have been called. So we'll take a moment to really analyze what's been going on here. So we got Gyrocopter in the mid lane. He's died twice but picked up a kill. He's sitting 8-0 while his opponent, Kunkka, is sitting 22-7. So this Kunkka is pretty much winning the lane. Sitting at level 6 while the Gyro's at level 5 despite having a dual lane. It looks like some points are being drawn here. I'm not quite sure what they want. He's probably trying to call out a gank or whatnot, but the Shadow Demon doesn't really seem to be in any real position to get a good gank off on the Gyrocopter. Meanwhile, this tri-lane doing a great job. Dragon Knight sitting on 3 assists, not a kill yet, but all in all, 3 assists is a good place to be when you're in this tri-lane position, and especially if you're getting more kills than the two offlaners are. And you're not going to be grabbing as much XP from the regular lane, but if you're getting the kills out on them and forcing them off the lane, you're pretty much winning that lane, which is not totally easy to do, but quite possible. And up here in the top lane, it looks like Polar forcing off the bear, who does pick up a root, so the bear is going to be a little bit more difficult to fight against now, but of course, doing a lot of damage with those dual ion shells is going to be able to force the bear off the lane, which is going to make Scrappa very not able to stay in this lane and get as much presence out as he wants to. But with the rotation coming in from Grim, this could be very grim. For Polar, if he can get it at the right time. And there he goes. He does still have the double damage, but only a couple seconds left on that. He's not going to have the double damage when he goes in on the Darkseer, but it's going to happen soon. As soon as that bear heals up a little bit, he's going to recall the bear, and they're going to try to go in on the Darkseer with the root. If they can get the entangle up earlier on, they could pick up the kill. Looks like 2 heroes rotating in with a smoke. They're going to try to pick up the Kunkka, as he's winning the lane rather hard right now. And with a Jakiro and a Rubik, those are 2 heroes that can secure the kill quite well. And here they go, going behind the lines, walking right into the observer web, but with the smoke, he's going to make sure that they don't get revealed. And the Kunkka seeing rather far ahead. The lift is going to come. The Ice Path going to sit through, and then the Rocket Barrage, exactly what I was talking about. In the drafting phase, the Rocket Barrage is going to pick up the kill, and that's going to make it 5-3 at 5 minutes. And all of a sudden, the Gyrocopter is going to move a little on higher onto this onto the priority list of XP. I'll deal with you later. Just doing a really good job at keeping the farm up, doing what he can in this off lane, as 2 heroes were missing into the mid lane, so he had plenty of space, but now that he knows that they're roaming again, he needs to back up. It looks like both heroes are way too far ahead. And then the Dragon Tail out. I'll deal with you later. Into the Ice Path, into the lift. But he does get the leap off. They didn't chain it quite efficiently. The dual breath, though, making sure Thug can't quite run away. And Slark going to come right back on into this. And they're going to pick up no kills from that. If they had chained the stuns right after each other, they probably would have picked up a good kill. But because they didn't, Slark was able to jump away, was facing the right direction to do so. And all in all, a great evasion from them, as that certainly could have been 2 more kills, or at the very least 1 more kill in Autobots' hands. And not exactly what they want. I'll deal with you later. Just coming right back into this, trying to do what he can, getting denied up a little bit. He's only sitting at 9-1, 10-1 now, and with the Darkseer 33-3 in the off lane, it's not what you want to fight. Polar doing great damage to the bear, but all in all, he's going to start losing this lane rather than soon as. In fact, as soon as the bear gets his first entangle, Polar's going to have to back off the lane. And Gyrocopter resorting to farming the jungle as, fuck you. I will not glorify that name by, reverting to the obvious other pronunciation of it, but E4H6 just maintaining his landing presence, doing a really good job at that, and Mr. ABC rotating it from the back. Are they able to pick anything up from this? The Ice Path hitting true, and we're going to see the lift and put down into the Dragon Tail, and that, the Bane is dead. It looks like, I'll deal with you later. Purging out the dual breath slow, and going to walk away from this, but at about half health. It is going to be a free roam to just kind of try to go in and get some extra damage to this tower. This tower could very well go down if they share the aggro. See two heroes, though, rotating in from the mid lane. Going to find out the Gyrocopter, who's going to grab the haste rune. He's going to turn around and get a full rocket barrage on Folk U. With a call down, is going to miss. The torrent trying to get it up ahead, but it's not going to work. The tower falling, though, getting it denied. And it looks like Gyrocopter might get a double kill. In fact, he does get the double kill from this. And the Slark, not reacting fast enough, is going to let him walk away. So 9-3 at 8 minutes in Autobots' favor. We look at the golden XP graphs, and it's looking to skyrocket, and it's going to constantly be climbing if they continue this momentum up. Certainly not what they want in this game. Ping's coming out. The lift up and drop on I'll deal with you later. He does have his ultimate. Does he? No. He still gets away though. Because the Nightmare down on the Dragon Knight keeps him from attacking. The Ghost Ship into the Torrent is able to pick up the kill on the Dragon Knight. So fuck you, fuck Tess is picking up another kill. And it looks like he's going right on after Creative. If he can get the Torrent, if he can time the Torrent perfectly. And it looks like he does. He gets the Torrent, but there's nothing to follow up. And Rubik gonna walk away from that. Meanwhile, a little bit of aggression on the mid lane. The disruption coming out. But all in all, amounting to almost nothing. As E4H6 backing right on off.
Top tower is under attack.
Polar diving way beyond the tower though, but he doesn't have to worry about it as there's no support coming in from Scrappa's team. In fact, he's eating a lot of hits. One entangle from this bear, but the bear not getting anything yet. Sitting relatively low, but got nothing. In fact, now he can't even attack. The bear could go down. He's sitting on cooldown. He's going to walk away, and Grim taking a lot of damage, or trying to avoid a lot of damage. The rocket, though, going to come in and into a full rocket barrage. The call down is coming in. The slow, and Grim is going to fall here. Scrappa trying to do something about it, and the torrent lands true, and E4H6 is most definitely dead here. No, he's backing off rather fast, and E4H6 sending the ghost ship, but misangling it, misfiring it, and they're not able to pick up the kill. Again, Scrappa not getting any entangles. In fact, I don't think I've seen one coming from him. And Mr. ABC, meanwhile, with Dirty Bird and Creative, just held in their ground in the bottom lane. Looks like Scrappa reserving, doing some good job farming up rather fast. And there's the first entangle I've seen all game, guys. Out on the creep. The Ice Path hitting on the Slark, but not able to do much. The Dragon Tail into lift up and put down. The Vacuum pulling them back together. Thug nightmaring himself to try to defend himself, but it's not going to happen. I'll deal with you later. Living up to his name, going in biz, saying I don't want to deal with this right now, and backing off. But he walks right back on in to a dual breath. And he's going to go down to an Ice Path that catches him as he tries to run away. 12 kills up for Autobots. And a very scary golden XP graph for the Judicators. As they're giving up kill after kill, and despite seeing some fairly good torrents coming out from this Kunkka, they don't have the follow-up. Torrent gonna hit on the Jakiro and the gold ship. Gonna do plenty of damage. In fact, Mr. ABC gonna go down in this fight, and the support coming in from the wow, teleporting in way behind enemies lines. Gonna get vacuumed right on in, but he's not gonna go down. And in fact, they're gonna turn it right around on Polar, and they're gonna pick up the kill. Meanwhile, Dirty Bird coming out from his ultimate, as exposed as he'll ever be. And it looks like the X marks the spot. Coming out, they're gonna certainly pick up the kill on him, as Slark coming in, getting the stun out on him. The Torrent doing plenty of damage. They're gonna pick up the kill on Dirty Bird. There it is. And Creative is next. The Illusions bring him down to 3 HP. And he goes down. 2 Shadow Demons damage over time. It looks like Jakiro walking right in, trying to pick up the kill on I'll deal with you later. But taking a lot of damage. In fact, E4H6 getting the call down on him. And is able to pick up the kill. And in fact, he's going to pick up a double kill on the Bane. And now, going to turn around right onto the Kunkka. Going to try to deny himself to the creeps. Does he get it? No, the Gyrocopter picking up the kill. What just happened? Okay, I'll just let the gold and XP graphs speak out for me and this. The gold graph's even confused. Are they going up or are they going down? I don't know. Guys, for like the first time since I've started casting, I don't know. I'll just go on with the next fight. Polar going right in behind enemy lines. He's got the perfect spot for a vacuum, but the call down hitting only on Grim. No, I'll deal with you later. Coming right back on into this. The rocket barrage taking out the Shadow Demon. The Bane taking a little bit extra damage, and Autobots getting a few more kills than this. Dirty Bird sitting back behind the Entangle on the first hit does not come. Second hit doesn't happen. And a 1-0 for Autobots. X marks the spot though. Into the torrent, gonna hit. Ghost Ship, gonna come down, and it's gonna hit on 3 as Scrappa picking up some extra damage. But all in all, no kills amount from it. The bear is sitting back behind. Gonna get vacuumed, gonna get ice path. All of them focusing on the bear. The bear is definitely gonna go down. Meanwhile, Kunkka denying the tier 1 tower mid. A nice 300 gold bounty going for 1 hero on Autobots. And another 100 for each of them from that tower. Could have been more, but the tower did get denied as they were all focusing down the Baron. Not sure if that's an equal trade. But looks like the Fiend's Grip coming out in the Gyrocopter with the vacuum. Canceling it up beautifully. And they're going to get the call down on all of them. But I'll deal with you later. Backing off just in time. They're able to pick up the Shadow Demon though. And the Kunkka in the meantime. And they're going to go on mid tier 2. And man, so much action. My voice is starting to crack. Autobots taking a few commanding fights despite having a bit of a confusing fight on the bottom lane. They're going to pick up the mid tier 2 and they're not done yet. They sense blood in the water. They're going to go ahead, flex their muscles, and back off. Alright. Yep, so they're going to go ahead and resume on farming, which is not a bad idea. Taking that Gyrocopter, sitting on a double damage rune. It's going to make him a little bit scarier in his next fight. That flat cannon with double damage. Whoo-wee, that's going to do a lot. Man, this is the kind of game where I wish I had an ice pack permanently attached to my throat. Holy. Oh, man. Looks like Mr. ABC is farming. No, stacking the Ancients. Okay, okay. We're still keeping it relatively sane here in this game. As, the Judicators saying, okay, you guys are gonna farm? Well, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna farm as well, and it's exactly what the Slark needs to do. Is he's only sitting on, half of his phase boots. In fact, he finally picks up his phase boots, which, at 16 minutes into the game, is not quite the timing you want. Shakira doing a good job. With all that extra gold, decides to go and de-ward. And Thug saying, okay, de-ward me, why don't you? Well, I'll de-ward you. And a 3-man ice path. And they're going to go ahead and waste that gold that Bane just so curiously did. Well, okay, nothing curious about that. Bane not able to get in. Grim going down to that double damage, and it looks like Thug gonna fall as well. A double kill for E4H6. Slark getting a little bit too, well, doing exactly what he needs to and backing right off. And it looks like E4H6 isn't done. He wants the Kunkka. He's going right in. He's got the Shadow Blade. The Kunkka has no idea he's there. Let's see how much damage he does with that double damage out on the Kunkka. He's going waiting, taking his dear time. In fact, not gonna go on it. The Radiant Courier, though, gonna fall. Where did that fall? Looking for Radiant's Courier. I don't have a key bound to the Courier. I can't see where it fell. Oh, man. I really gotta bind that. Alright, Stats Man. Calling out the amount of damage that this Gyrocopter can spread out over the enemy team. And for a Gyrocopter at 17 minutes, that's amazing. That is absolutely amazing. He's only going to get stronger from here on out. The Ice Path hitting up on I'll deal with you later. Again, living up to his reputation. I want to deal with you now. Nope, Ice Path, I'll deal with you later. Polar, though, getting caught out with the vacuum in the beautiful wall. Into the call down. It's going to get a double kill. A triple kill, maybe. No, I'll deal with you later. Backing on out of this fight. But Buck tags. Fuck you. Getting caught out. Gonna walk right into a Macro Pyro and gonna get Ice Path inside of it. Triple kill for the Gyrocopter. And the Lone Druid walking back behind the lines, taking a Rocket Barrage to the face. He's gonna go down, making an Ultra kill for E4, H6. And the GG's being called.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
And it looks like
Radiant victory.
our Autobots, despite a little bit of a difficult fight out in the bottom lane, we're able to pick up the GG, guys. This has been Chicago Ted. Game 2 is coming up next.